In the year 2017, I was working as a senior executive in a company. Not senior, okay? It's just senior executive. The name itself is senior. It's for the position of a fresher. During those days, in the months of September and October, people throughout the company used to become very punctual, disciplined, and nicer. Also, religious. Anyone know what might be the reason? That's the appraisal season. Even I, with my friends, went to Tirupati and submitted my application to Lord Venkateshwara. Come October, we received our appraisal letters and we are disappointed. And because we received a very lesser hike. The reason told by our HR was, the profit for the previous year was low, so you are not getting good hikes. We made peace with that news, except one person. My dear friend, Mr. Rajesh Agarwal. He, being a chartered accountant, he went to the website of our company, downloaded the annual report, gone through the financials, and he got to know profit is increased. He was like, what is this? He took a paper and did all the workings. He rushed into his boss' cabin as a juggernaut. And he told his boss, look. What was the point? He told his boss, look this paper. By reading the room, the boss was like, what happened, Mr. Rajesh? Sir, you told me that because the profit for the last year was not good, you are not giving us good hikes. But I got to know we made better profit than the previous year. So I am supposed to get more. At the end of a big deliberation, he was able to secure a better hike than every one of us, thanks to his skill on reading financial statements. Mr. MC, Toastmasters of the day, Toastmasters, and dear guests, Namaskar. 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 A very happy morning to all. Now you might have understand what I am going to tell you. So, you don't need to be a financial expert to read a financial statement. In fact, according to me, everyone should know how to read a financial statement. You are going to know how to read and also who all will get benefited by doing so. Okay? So, financial statements generally have three components. Number one, profit and loss account. Everyone knows?
Yes.
Great. This is also called as an income statement. Generally, an income statement will have two components, like income and expenditure. Income includes revenue from operations to other income. These two together is the income. You have done a work throughout the year and earned this much money from your customers, etc. And then comes expenditure. These are the cost you spent to earn the above income. The income minus expense is going to be your profit. Thank you. So, this statement will give you the financial performance of a company. Right? In a cricket match, how many runs a person scored, that is his performance. Likewise, this is the performance of this company throughout the year. But while reading this statement, you need to be very careful about the second line, which is the other income. This is not their actual income, right? I am having a chartered accountant firm. So the money I earn from my customers will go to the revenue from operations. By any chance, if I sold my property for a profit during the year, that will come into the other income. If you take any decision based on this other income, will I sell the house next year also? No, right? If I keep on selling houses every year, I need to close my CA practice and open a real estate company. So that is why. So don't give any consideration to this. Also, you need to be careful and read the year before's profit also. You need to see the trend of it. Right? Standalone, a number may not give you a better picture. If this number is higher than the previous year's number, then it is in a good trend. So you can bet on that company. Whereas if it is going down, you will need to choose a new company if you are an employee in that company. Right? Yeah. This is the first part. Second comes balance sheet of company. The balance sheet shows financial position of this company. Like it includes the assets, liabilities, and equities. Anyone know what is the asset? Being on a Toastmasters stage, I don't want to accept that. Yes.
What company owns?
What company owns? Great. So asset is something, a resource which is controlled by the company, having economic benefit, from which a future economic financial benefit is receivable by the company. To make it clear, it is something you own which will benefit you in your future. For example, there is this laptop. If I own this laptop, it is my asset. If I sell this today, I will get money, economic benefit. Or I can use it in my business for next 2 years, still I will earn money. These are my assets. So any company need asset to generate the revenue. Like to run a CA firm, I also need an office, 4 laptops. To sit in front of laptops, I need 4 employees. 4 chairs. So all these are my, except the employees, everything is my asset. Yeah. So likewise, you will run your assets. Assets also includes receivables, payables, receivables and bank balances, etc. Then comes liabilities of the company. Liability is again I don't want to. They are actually an investment. So liability is something you owe to someone because of which your money is going out of your business. For example, debts, loan from bank, accounts payable, etc. So assets and liabilities. And the third part of this is equity. Equity means the owner's funds of the company. Like I will have an asset and I will have a liability, and there is a owner's contribution. To give an example, suppose if I tell I own a house worth 4 crores. I really don't know. It's for a hypothetical example. If I own a house worth 4 crores, you may think Harish might be a rich person staying in a home worth 4 crores. Within 10 seconds, I tell you, I also have a housing loan of 3 crore 80 lakhs. Then what will be your thinking? You will flip your decision immediately. So, this 4 crore is my asset and 3 crore 80 lakhs is my liability. My contribution in it is 20 lakhs. That is called as the owner's equity. That is my net worth if I am running a company. So, at any given time, the liability plus equity should match with the assets of the company. And also you need to remember, balance sheet is prepared on a particular date. If I tell my financial position, it should be on today, or as on 31st March, or as on 30th December. Whereas profit and loss account is for a period. Like in a match also, score is given for a match, or a series, or a year. But statistics, the player stats will come at the end of the how many matches you won. That is like the position you have with the other thing, right? And what is the third component of a financial statement?
Cash flow.
Cash flow statements. Great. So this cash flow statement generally gives the details of cash inflows and outflows from the company during the period. Sometimes profit is a bit misleading. You may make a sale of 10 lakhs per each of a 10 customers. So your revenue is 1 crore and you spend say 80 lakhs. So profit should be 20. You are happy. But of that 1 crore, 50 lakh is a credit sale, which means you have yet to receive the money. And unfortunately, out of that 50 lakhs, 30 lakhs relate to a customer by the name Vijay Mallya. So what are we going to do? So even if he is not with Mr. Mallya, if someone else also, you have not yet received the money. So you need to receive money from your customer, you need to pay to your employees, etc. Irrespective of whether you receive or not, you need to make the payment. Yes, sir. So you will make the payment, but you have not received. So in profit and loss, you have a profit, but whereas in cash flow, you are negative. So that is why reading a cash flow is also important for you. In fact, if you are doing business with someone, you need to see their cash flow instead of their profit, because whether they are paying on time or not. So these are the 3 components of a financial statement which everyone can do. Then, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to read a financial statement immediately, or who should read a financial statement in the first place? Or who will get benefited from this? So, according to the my CA syllabus. There are 5 types of users who will use a financial statement. Any guesses? You can tell one name and I will say. Investor, correct. So investor is a person who puts money in a company. Before you put money in a company, you need to know whether they are performing well or not, what is their profit, what is their trend, and what is their expectation during the next few years. Without reading this also, some people may put money. That I call it as a lottery ticket. If you do this analysis and then invest in a company, you are doing investing and you are doing a research on the company. So that is the first user of financial statements. The second user can be employee, Mr. Rajesh Agarwal. Yeah. So employees basically present employees and also prospective employees. If a company is making losses consistently, there is a high chance that your job is at risk. So better you also look out before they give you a pay. And also for a prospective employees, like if I get 2 opportunities at the same time with the same package, I would like to choose the one which has a better financial position so that I don't need to worry about my EMIs. Yes. The third one will be customers of the company. You being a customer, have you ever read financials of a company? You have not read, good. But generally people read. Suppose our dear Chief Minister proposed to construct a metro project in Hyderabad and he asked for a tender. So I floated a company, Mr. Harish Realtors Private Limited, and I gave a quotation with the least quote. Do you think he is going to give me the tender? No. Why? He has a criteria for being customer, he has a criteria, then only he will select. Or for example, a small company, I was trying to buy a car. I liked the car in Renault. But I was only worried, this company is consistently losing and I don't know when these people will leave India. Then what happened to my after sales service? That is the reason I chose Tata instead of Renault. So this also will happen with a customer. And the fourth user of financial statement is creditors or banks. After having this 3.8 crores loan, if I still again go to the bank, of course they will ask my balance sheet and P&L and they will see whether I will be able to pay the EMI or not. And also what are my previous loans. By looking at the existing loan, he will say sorry. Yes. So that is why creditor, before giving credit to the person, they also want to see the financial statements. And any other user according to you, trader, we will put it as competitors. In fact, these people will see your financials more than theirs. When you want to start a company, you will go to the financials of the competitors, how they are doing, what are their margins, how to price my product. Because as a chartered accountant, we also try to figure out ways so that my competitors should not know my information. But because of the requirement, we need to put so much information, we don't have a choice. So a competitor is the person who can, you also when you want to start a business, go to the similar nature of business, download their financials and see how to go and how to read their financial statements. Yes? Can you know what is the next? What do you want to need? Thank you. So, and where are you going to get these financial statements? So, for any company registered in India, once in a year they need to get their accounts audited and file a return called AOC4, which is called an annual return with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So there is a website called MCA21. By logging into the website and paying a nominal fee of 100 rupees, you will be able to download the financial statements of that company. Likewise, you can do for any company which is registered in India. So likewise, if you got a, next time when you get an opportunity from a company as an employee, go and see their financial statement, what are they doing. If it's a listed company, you don't even need to pay this 100. Their company's website itself have a colorful annual so that you can see. Yeah. So according to me, everyone should have this financial knowledge so that you will be able to make better judgments and better decisions in your life. So that is from me with regard to the financial statements, and now I want to open the room for any questions you have. Yes.
Registered companies is like sole proprietorship or small scale business. Do they also file incidents?
No, Rahul. For a sole proprietor or even a partnership firm, there is no legal requirement for them to file a financial statement with ROC or everyone. But the only option you have is if you are going to be a lender, you are going to be the customer, you have a right to ask them. If they don't give, you won't do business with them. That's it. Right. Any other questions?
What about the international companies?
What about?
International companies?
Yeah. So every country, most of the countries have similar guidelines. If the international company is already a listed company, very much you will get from their website. But to talk about the privately listed companies in those countries, to be frank, as of now I don't have an idea. I would be very happy to get back to it and explain it. Yes.
So there's a lot of assets which are purchased for a longer term, like machinery, equipment, stuff like that. How do you divide its cost into your financial statements and how do you count with the machinery warehouse and stuff like that?
So in the same financial statement, in the balance sheet I am going to show property, plant and equipment, which is machinery. I need to give a corresponding note inside where I need to give more details, like what is the purchase price of an asset, what are the additions during the period, what are the deletions during the period, and any depreciation happened during the period. If any significant clauses like lien on a machine or a machine is purchased because of by taking a loan, I need to give more disclosure because I cannot sell something which I don't. So I need to disclose that also in the statement.
Will that cost affect my profit?
The depreciation on the machine will affect the profit. That is, if you really want to know the cash profit, anyhow you have a cash profit. Thank you. Any other question?
When do we need to have this GIS, PIN, which is there? We need to have this only after a cut-off amount or?
So Shazia, one thing, GST is related to basically taxation. So my current topic I was suggesting is financial statements. So I would like to answer it at a later point, maybe during the day, so that it won't affect. Thank you. Yeah, please.
As a retail investor, which of the three statements should I be looking at before investing in any company?
To give a bookish answer, I would suggest go with the profit and loss account. There you will see the earnings per share. Then with the earnings per share, you will be able to see what should be the price of the share based on a factor called PE factor and more others. That will be easy. But that is the book suggests. But what is my expectation, and my financial management faculty used to tell, stock market is not logical, it is psychological. So what happens tomorrow will affect more than what happened yesterday. These are all historic data. And sometimes like a news came early in the morning saying Russia attacked Ukraine. I don't know what is it affecting, how is it affecting my company. But it affected, right? So that is good. But for a retail investor, basis is from profit and loss.
Is car really an asset or a liability? What are the percentage?
So first thing, car is a depreciating asset. So if you buy a car and kept it at your home or using it for personal use, it is going to depreciate. If you take a loan for buying the car, it's a loan. But if I am using the car for a business, I am giving car for an employee. So that I want to pamper my employee to stay with the company. It may be an asset, so that because my employee is going to earn me more. Yes. I would like to take another two questions because of my time. Yes.
If you are investing in a startup company, how much returns can you expect after looking at the cash flow statements?
The answer I can tell is the return number should be very high because the risk in investing in a startup is very high. But to be frank, I am not very confident to tell this answer. I may do a research and yes, sir.
When you said about judgment as an whatever stakeholder,
Yes.
there are many times that numbers can present or the judgment based on numbers can be subjective. So, as an example, the case you said two offers from two companies. One would be having losses currently, but it's a rising star, but it would be a mature company. So sometimes numbers can be misleading.
Yes, I agree with you. That is why financial statement is a set of information. So why a number is coming, a future projection is also part of your statement. You need to see this, not this as a standalone number. You need to see this along with a lot of other criteria. That is why I said you need to see last year and then compare this. Not just only 1 year number may not help you. Okay. I think we are about to complete our time. So another 30 seconds. So So that is why, so if you have any other questions, you can meet me during the break time, or I would like to drop my email with the MC of the day, so you can contact me anytime you want. So thank you very much.